Hello, this is Michelle from The Innate in You, and today's meditation is actually going to be about pain. Different activities that we do or our daily regimen can cause different areas of our body to be in pain on a regular basis. And what I've noticed from my career as a massage therapist is a lot of people hold energy in their pain. So, what that means is that if there's a place where a person is holding energy, the pain will actually be intensified as I'm working on it. And I've actually gotten some clients that now recognize the difference between energy pain and physical pain. So, it's very neat because once you release the energy pain, generally the physical pain is very easy and way more bearable. So, if this is something you're interested in, I'm going to invite you to get comfortable, and then I'm going to have you close your eyes and come along with me. So I'm going to start off by just taking a few deep breaths. You want to relax into your breath. Just kind of really enjoy that sensation of the air filling your lungs and then it leaving your lungs. And you can actually feel your body start unwinding and kind of coming down as you're doing that in a positive way, not in a negative. Like you're calming down and relaxing and getting smoother into your breaths. And eventually you start finding a rhythm with your breath, just breathing in and breathing out. But they're long, slow, deep breaths. And then long, slow, deep exhales. Now I want you to just have an overall awareness of your body right now. And for those of you that are more practiced in meditation and have been doing it more often, you can generally start feeling a tingling sensation the moment you start getting into that meditative realm. So right now I can feel the tingling sensation all over my body. And if you don't have very much pain, then you might have to scan your body and really hone in on the areas. But for me, I have a spot that I feel specifically, and I can feel it, and it's almost like it in a sense it's energetically screaming at me. So I'm going to start bringing my attention right to that spot, that center where I'm feeling the most discomfort, and I'm going to put my focus on that area, and then I'm going to breathe into that area. So I'm going to focus right where it is, and then we're going to take some nice deep breaths. Now I'm just going to sit with my body again and let it relax again. And the breaths are a little bit more, I don't want to say aggressive, that's not the right word, but they're more intense. So when you're breathing into the area, you really want to almost imagine it, breathing it in and almost pushing out whatever is going on that's not serving you with that breath. So when you breathe it in, it's like you're sucking it out, and then breathing it out, it's like you're making it go away. And already now, feeling that spot on me, it has definitely gotten less. I don't feel it as intensely as when I started. So I'm just going to sit here for a little bit and just notice what is going on. So now I'm going to actually go and dive in a little bit deeper and see if anything is attached to this. Now, I'm not going to go prying into this area. I'm more observing. So if you imagine yourself kind of at a window looking at whatever's going on inside, and your spot is the spot that's on the inside, and just see what you can see. See if there's anything going on around that spot. Sometimes, we're upset with a person or upset with ourselves or upset with a situation, whether it be at work or wherever. And we tend to hold that energy in those areas. So I'm just going to take a look at my spot and see what I see. And I invite you to do the same. This is very interesting. So I'm going to just go through what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing, and you can correlate it to what you're experiencing for yourself, but at least you have an example of what's going on. So as I'm observing this spot, it is representing to me a shouldering of a burden. So I'm carrying a burden all by myself. And the right side generally is the male side of the body, and the left side is generally the female side of the body. So for me, my pain is on my right side. So it would generally signify that I'm shouldering a burden for a male in my life. And this is not correct. It's my interpretation of an experience, which is why energetically it's in my shoulder and causing me pain. So I'm not alone in any of this. I'm definitely not having to shoulder any burdens, and I can do this. Not only am I connected universally and not alone, but my partner and the people that I'm with I'm not alone there either. So I'm just going to remind myself that I'm not alone, and that if it feels like a burden, then I can let it down. I don't have to carry that. And I definitely don't have to carry that alone. So I'm just going to let that go, because that does not serve me. That does not make me feel good. Nothing of that is good. So now I'm just going to kind of breathe in and let that process kind of happen, where I allow the breath to just cleanse that area now that I'm aware of what's going on. And for those of you out there, pay attention to what part of your body it is the pain is in. So for me, it was in my shoulder, and we generally shoulder, burdens, or we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. There's so many things that we do. So if you actually take a look at the body part that is being affected, whether it's a pain in the neck, a pain in the butt, a hip issue, inflexibility, or literally a pain in the neck, or literally a pain in the butt. There's so many correlations that generally happen when it comes to the body. Things that you can't stand will be affected by the feet or the legs. So just pay attention to the body part, because it will generally tell you what is going on. Now, for me, that area feels so much different than when I started this meditation. I feel it relaxed. I don't feel that tension spot anymore. So now I'm just going to start breathing all energies into my body so that I'm whole and vibrating as one unit. And I just imagine a white light energy coming in from my head and going down throughout my entire body and then out to my feet and generally circling it back in. I'm going to do this process and I invite you to do the same. Now, some of you have more than one spot, some of you have more areas to cover. You can either redo this meditation for each of your body parts, or now that you kind of understand the concept, you can go and do this on your own where you just tune into that body part. Breathe in some energy because you want to re energize it. You want to bring in that fresh, new energy into that area and help it and rejuvenate it. And then as that's working its way in, you can observe what is going on and just take a look at it, being non judgmental. Just you're in that observing perspective and then releasing it. And then cleansing the body. So it's very, very easy, very simple. And for those of you that are finished, I'm going to invite you to start grounding. So just imagine all those energies that you had going through your body, now coming down and out your feet, down into the ground. And imagine your feet are like roots spreading deep and wide into the ground. And just rejuvenating the earth. And just keep doing this until you feel as though you're here, you're present, you're back in your seat. You can feel all of the areas of your body. And then when you're ready, you may open your eyes. Thanks for joining me, and I hope this helps. I know for me it actually did, and it gives me that opportunity to take that inner look as to what's going on with me. We hold things that are unnecessary, and a lot of times we don't even realize that we're holding on to them. So if we can do some self-reflecting and go deep inside, not only here but here, it generally brings clarity. And whenever you connect to that energy and the higher energy, it puts you in a different perspective to be able to see what's going on. So you get a better view and more clarity generally. And you can always ask for guidance while you're in that realm or prior to your practice. I hope you guys have an amazing day.